All right, so the question is, does love last forever? And my short answer is yes, it does. Love can last forever. But we need to understand that there are two dimensions to this. There is love the feeling and love the decision. Love the feeling is the one books, movies, and people really love to talk about, because it's a sweet thing. Everybody wants to fall in love, which is fantastic, right? You can have love the feeling, but there is a deeper dimension to that, which is love the decision. Before I go to love the decision, let's talk about love the feeling, because love the feeling forms the foundation for the long term, right? You most likely will not jump into love the decision dimension of love. You most likely will start with love the feeling. Okay, let's dive right into it. You see, you find someone and you totally like the person, you like how he talks, you like how he walks, you like whatever he does, and you just want to be around the person. You're always thinking about the person. You see, that thing right there called the feeling of love is influenced by a brain chemical called the monoamine, right? That monoamine gives you this familiar heady rush of sweet feelings. You always want to think about the person, you always want to be around the person and things like that. It is fine. It's absolutely fine. Nothing should take that away from you. Enjoy it. Like I said earlier, it's going to form the foundation for your love the decision, which lasts forever, right? One thing you also should know is that this love the feeling thingy, like I've said, doesn't last forever. Experiences what we call the love diminishing return, right? Where at the beginning of the venture, you are loving it, it's giving you return on investment, it's giving you profit, but it gets to a certain point where it plateaus, it doesn't give you as much return on investment anymore. And most often than not, it nosedives, meaning you stop receiving as much as you used to from it, which is what a lot of us experience. You see a lady say, when he was chasing me, he was always calling, he was always coming around, he was always taking me out, we were always spending time together, but now doesn't do any of those things anymore, blah 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 blah. A wife once said that when my husband was chasing me, he was always calling me to check in how I was doing and all those things. But now all he does is call me, hello there, is there light at home? Of course, those in Nigeria will understand what I'm talking about. Is there light at home? If she says no, bye bye. And she just wonders, why doesn't this guy call me anymore? You see, their love has experienced the love diminishing return. There's no excitement anymore, there is nothing like that anymore, but it can be worked on. I say to you, love the feeling is just one of the criteria, one of the factors, one of the elements of a successful relationship. It is not what makes you have an entirely successful relationship. It's what brings you together. It may not just be enough to keep you together. There are other values, there are other factors, there are other criteria you should consider if you want to have a successful relationship. Okay, so you have to identify those things when your love is shocking you. So when you identify those things, you put them in place so that when the love is not as shocking, when it's not doing you gish anymore as it used to, those other things will uphold the love. And that leads us to the second dimension of love, which is love the decision, where you aren't feeling as gish, if I can use that, as you used to anymore, but then you still want to be with this person, you still want to do life with this person. There's also a brain chemical that works in that regard. I think it's called nonapeptide, right? And what it does is that it deepens the bond between you and your partner. So now you put in place so many other factors, so many other things that would help your relationship succeed, aside love the feeling, because the diminishing return has set in. You aren't feeling your husband as you used to anymore, you aren't feeling your boyfriend as you used to anymore, but you want to build something permanent. That would kick into play, and it makes it a lot easier for you guys to keep on going, right? At that point, you aren't with him because you are in love, like emotions are flying here and there. No, you are with him because you want to be with him. He has the values you love. You've considered this person. He's intelligent enough to father your kids, for instance. He's capable to provide for the home, for instance. You've considered the important things, and then you think, okay, this is the right guy to be with. And over time, you then begin to fall genuinely and deeply in true love with this person, influenced by the brain chemical nonapeptide, and then everything just becomes beautiful. So you see yourself spending 10, 20, 30 years with the same person. Even if the love you guys now feel is not the same with maybe an 18 or a 21-year-old that are all over the place, doing all those mushy things, but you guys still genuinely love each other. And if one of you is taken away, it feels like a part of you is being broken. You get it? Yes. So to answer the question, love can last forever, but you need to understand that there are two dimensions to it. You need to identify where you are at the moment. Love, the feeling is very good, it's what forms the foundation, but it's never going to be enough. It's never going to be sufficient to keep you forever. Love, the decision, is what is more important, because that is where, despite how you feel about him, you still want to be in that relationship. You are doing things that don't just suit you, but for the greater good for the relationship. So that is what is extremely important. If you can work on that, you have a relationship or marriage that will be everlasting. That's it. So if you've been enjoying the successful relationship or marriage, you want to share with us how you've done it, how you've achieved that level of success, please do send the comments in you. Or if you have a question you want to ask also, please do ask in the comments. I'll do well to answer as much as I can. All right, so that's it. Please subscribe and encourage me to do more videos like this. I'll catch you in the next video. Selah.